Hi, I'm Bartholomew Broadbent. I'm here today to tell you about my new wines from Portugal, from the Douro and Douro regions. You may already be familiar with the Broadbent Vinho Verde. It's been a tremendous success. It's a delicious, refreshing white wine. And the little flower, which is on the label, painted by my niece when she was 4 years of age, Alice, is also on the new bottles to give it some sort of continuity. Why Portugal? Well, I feel that Portugal represents incredible value and quality. And also they make some of the finest wines in the world, world class. But my roots with Portugal go way, way back. In 1986, when I moved to the States, I was moved here to teach Americans about port and to build a port market for a very large port producing family. Then in 1989, we relaunched Madeira, which had basically been absent, killed off by Prohibition. So after 10 years of being specialized in port and Madeira, I decided it was time to start my own company. In 1996, I started Broadbent. Broadbent Selections as a company, and with that we started Broadbent Port and Broadbent Madeira, and then a few years later, the Broadbent Vinho Verde. Because I had such amazing relationships for the past 25 years in Portugal, and we were, in 1996, represented some of the finest producers of wine in Portugal. In fact, we launched Douro wines in the US and developed the Douro wine region. But because I had these relationships with the best winemakers in Portugal and some of the finest vineyards in Portugal, we decided to make our own wines. I started with the Douro white instead of a Douro because I just fell in love with this wine, this winemaker, this wine producer, this vineyard. The nose is, it's got a mouth-watering citrus acidity. It's on the palate, it's medium body, dry, refreshing acidity. It's a wine which I would enjoy running home after a day's work and opening to drink whilst I cook, or sitting around the pool in the summer, or having it with dinner, with chicken, pasta, any seafood basically. Seafood would be fantastic with this. It's 13% alcohol, comes in a screw top. It's good value for money. It's only $12 to $14 a bottle, so good everyday wine. The Douro Red is the next wine, and that's also about, well, it's 13% alcohol, about $12 to $14 a bottle too. These come in screw tops. I find that screw tops keep wines fresher, they're more practical. You can go back to them the next day and keep them in the fridge, and it's just easier than handling a corkscrew. This wine, oops, that's the wrong one. This wine has a lovely ruby color. Dry, medium body, dark fruit, medium tannin. It's a great everyday wine, can be chilled. I would serve this with things like pizza, pasta, hamburgers, steaks on the grill, barbecue, all sorts of things like that. Just your everyday supper at home type of wine. Really good. The next wine is the Douro Reserve. This one's actually 14% alcohol, so a little bit more weight to it. It's dry, full of bodied, dark fruit, ripe tannin, long, elegant finish. More like $22 to $24 a bottle, so it's more your weekend wine than your everyday wine. I can just see this going with a fantastic steak, grilled steak with a bit of fat on the trim, and that sort of red meats would be great, but also good with pasta and pizza and whatever, but more of a weekend wine. I hope you enjoyed these wines. I hope you enjoyed drinking them, tasting them, selling them, whatever you do. I hope you enjoy them, and I look forward to one day sharing them with you. Thank you.